okay, so wait, what did you like? You liked it, right?
I liked it a lot. It was
Yeah, y'all both watched it. I'm the one man out here. Okay.
yeah. It's so odd that I'm not the odd man out on seeing it on a movie.
I'm the Wade.
Yeah, this is the new Wade. This is the new Wade era. Yeah, he's in his.
Yeah, I said, hey, I want to go see a movie. She said, all right, go. I'll pick up the kids. Yeah, you will? Okay, yeah, I'm out.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, right. It was great. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. It was like, oh yeah, this was it.
All right.
You know, is
it better than Prey or as good as Prey or?
Yeah, it is better than Prey.
I guess it's
Really
okay. I think so. I think it clicks along. Yeah, I think it's better.
It hit a lot of notes for me because, like, I love.
Yes,
I love a movie without any humans, and when the robot showed up, I was like, "Ah, fuck, it's a human." And then, well, at least it's a robot, I guess. And then, and then the robot got on my nerves a little bit, but then she grew on me. And then, like, all right, I'm on board with the robot.
I thought she was great.
But I guess they can't have a whole movie with. At first, I thought, are they not going to have any fucking dialogue in this thing other than? And I was like, that would be fucking awesome.
I know.
And
I know.
I thought about fucking Dark Crystal.
Yes.
It's like there's no humans in that movie either. It's all puppets, but this is
all. That's kind of a good comp.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah. I could see that.
You know, it's all creatures and
yes.
And you know, they're CGI creatures, not puppets, but they're all creatures. They're all CGI puppets, except they labyrinthed it and they threw in a human, but she's a robot and like when it was just a spoilers, James, I know you don't maybe care about spoilers.
I mean, this is from the previews though. I mean, it's for the previews show that it's a robot.
Yeah. And she's just a torso the whole time. I was like, oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah. So I was there's like, and it's like, oh, it's Star Wars shit. It's weird aliens in a fucking, it's not highbrow. It's like a
Terrence Malick's Predator.
Terrence.
It's a Conan story. It's like the robot's the lady, the Predator's Conan, even if he's a runt or whatever. He's just like, I'm gonna fuck shit up and fight and blah. And she's like the Tila or the chick Red Sonja or whatever, and then there's like the monkey, but it's a little creature,
Bud, yes,
the little monk guy, Bud, but it's like instead of being what's his name,
you're talking about
Mako from Conan, it's a CGI creature, fine, but like he's the monkey, like the monk or the whatever. And they it's made for 15-year-olds. Just like this is what Star Wars appealed to, like this is awesome.
Mm-hmm. There were like three when I took my son, we were sitting in the lobby and these three boys who were probably about 13 years old came running into the lobby. Mm-hmm. And they were like running in the lobby and being obnoxious and like knocking stuff over and running and like you're not supposed to run in indoors in a building. And I'm like, I bet you those guys are here to see Predator. And we got behind them in line and they bought 3 tickets for Predator. And I'm like, this is exactly who it's for. Yeah, exactly. It's for like these feral 13-year-old boys. Mm-hmm. But I think that its pacing was pretty extraordinary. Like there was no false moment or nothing was unearned. I really thought it was.
I felt like I don't know. I felt like the last 15 minutes were kind of tacked on. I felt like there was a finale, and then it felt like kind of producer notes. Like, wait a minute.
Oh, well, I thought you're talking about the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, the movie ended. The last line of the movie for me was "not yet," and then that's your sequel. But then it went on for 15 minutes, and they had a thing at the end.
Oh, I didn't feel like that at all. I thought they had they clearly in the last 15 minutes they clearly took care of some business that they set up in the first act. So
yeah, but they were setting up this movie. Like I know you want it to just be a one and done movie.
I do,
but like this is setting up a whole. But like the whole movie felt like setting up like a series.
I hope not.
And like the second movie is that last 15 minutes. And that 15 minutes could have been expanded out to a whole sequel. And it was like felt rushed and like, Yeah. And then they do a time jump and everybody's older, and I don't want to spoil it, James, but like, yeah. And I said, like, we all watched that like optic versus haptic video of like why movies aren't believable anymore. And I felt like in the first part of that movie is like, it feels like really lived in, and it feels visceral, and like this is a world you're inhabiting and everything.
Right. Because it does all the right things that the Avatar world building does. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The long shots, they're in focus, all that stuff.
Yeah, wide shots. Wide focus. It's not like, but like at the end, I felt like it kind of reverted back into the kind of optic versus haptic kind of thing.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, it felt rushed to me. Like this should have been the sequel of killing your father. It's a big deal. That's what the movie ends with, guys. James. Okay. But like, and that's enough to sell a whole fucking sequel on. But they did it in like a rushed little sequence that, like, I know the prologue to the movie was doing that, but it's setting up a whole series of movies, and it felt.
Well, I didn't think it was set. Now, if you're just looking at it as a story and not being like a calloused like industry insider looking like trying to game this out, but I think that the last 15 minutes works because I didn't see any of that. I thought it was just going to be a standalone thing.
I mean, yeah, my least favorite thing about the whole movie was like, because I've seen Alien Earth, I was like, oh. They're tying this into a grand...
Yeah, that's what I fear.
...cinematic universe with aliens and Predator. And it felt pretty...
You know what? That didn't...
Well, they can do it. They can do it and still make the individual... I mean, I guess they can...
Yeah.
Because it's not like...
The movie stands by itself without it. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty deftly done. It wasn't gross. It wasn't even...
It was pretty deftly done, but like... Because I'm cynical or whatever.
Oh, is there an alien in it?
No.
Is there an alien?
No, but it's Weyland Yutani though.
Yeah. I was expecting.
It's Weyland Yutani. It's Weyland Yutani robots.
Yeah, and it's like there's no humans.
Yeah,
but they're all robots, and like
it's just Weyland Yutani wanting to be wanting to be greedy corporation. It's not. It wasn't that big of a stretch.
Yeah.
It was like that all tracks.
No, but you know, in every other Alien movie, Weyland sends actual humans and everything, and then you read stuff about the timeline of this movie, like
oh, I don't.
I did. And it because it makes sense or whatever, and I don't hate that they're doing a whole thing. Like, I know that you want it to be one and done and forget about it, and I don't want it to tie into anything else or think about that stuff.
So wait, do you mean, okay, wait, so you're talking about, because I'm sure there's more Predators. There's been Predators all over the place. But you mean that these characters will carry on to another. There will be more Predator Badlands.
Well,
he has no confirmation. That's just his cynical view of the thing.
Okay.
It seemed like a cynical. The last 15 minutes to me felt like they didn't know if they were going to get a sequel, because the movie, if you're going to tell the story right, that last 15 minutes is a whole movie. But they weren't secure, because it's Hollywood. If this movie tanks, they're not going to get a sequel, so they're insecure. So we have to wrap up everything. So that's what it felt like to me. And like,
I didn't have that. I thought it was
so it felt rushed. And if they were feeling secure in what the story was doing, the story is the movie up until the last 15 minutes. The last line is, "You are Drek of the Yokta," and he says, "Not yet." But then there's 15 minutes when he becomes the thing. But that's the whole sequel for me. And like, if the story was,
but wait a minute, maybe that was just the end of the story. He says, "I'm ready to become." You're saying that he said, the scene is, "I'm ready to become that guy," and you said, and then the next 15 minutes he becomes that guy.
No, but it was so rushed. It was I
don't know.
There was only one thing left to do. You should watch it. At this point, I think we should just, you should just see it. All right. I disagree with Wade.
Yeah.
I don't see sequels. I just saw it as one thing. I saw it as one satisfying, self-contained thing. And so I don't mind that there's a sequel.
Are you sure that there is?
Yeah, it did Well, they weren't when they made the movie, so that's why they put this 15 minutes in.
I don't think so. I don't.
But that sequel could just be more Predator movies. There's been like 50 of them,
right?
But there is.
Right.
It did really well. There's going to be a sequel. Yes.
But we have two different things that we're debating. Are you saying there's going to be another Predator Badlands movie with this character?
Right.
Because it has a hook at the end setting up the sequel, but it's different than what the story.
This little boy character. And you're saying that that's not necessarily the case, but you're saying 100% like it's sure, like you've got knowledge.
Well, I do now. Well,
you're speculating.
Yes.
And that's fine. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
They said all this.
Because I read enough that they wanted to make a sequel, and the movie felt like it's setting up a sequel. It felt like it was setting up a certain sequel, but it was insecure and with rightfully so.
Because this isn't his first Predator movie. This is his second Predator movie.
No, but if it tanked, if it ate shit, if it did, it would not be. They wouldn't be doing a sequel. But it did really well.
Right.
I guess
it did really well. So they're going to make a sequel. Probably. It's not been announced yet.
But I feel like you're not. I feel like you're like. But Predator is an established brand. Even if the movie didn't make a lot of money, they could still make a sequel.
I don't know about. Yeah,
because the Predator's an established brand. There's been 50 of these movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not going to stop making Predator movies, but this movie sets up a direct sequel to this story, and the story felt like it was setting up a trilogy or whatever.
And but this guy has already made a Predator movie.
Yes, but I'm talking about a movie about these characters. This is
right.
Like yeah. And it set up a sequel.
Well, but he could do that, or he could just make another Predator movie, like like Joe Bob Predator shows up in some other planet. I don't know.
Right, and that's what I thought he was going to get. Like he's just going to do like Predator on the moon or whatever.
Well, because it did the thing, it did the hook at the end to make a sequel with this character.
You saw a hook. I saw a joke. See, that's the thing, is that you saw a hook,
but I've also read enough. I've also read interviews with a guy that they're setting up fucking lore because there's never been a Predator with a female Predator. And that's what it sets up at the end.
The next movie, we're going to see Predators fuck.
Maybe, but all I'm saying, let me just say what I saw the movie doing.
Well, we know what you saw. Could I talk about it for a minute? Jesus.
Well, we can both talk about it, but I'm telling you what, like the rush part of it. Okay, fine. I won't talk about what I thought it was doing about.
Well, I mean, I think I know what you. I feel like no. I want to answer James's questions.
Okay, yeah. Well, hold on. Well, yeah, I want to hear what you thought of it, and then yeah.
Well, I thought it was self-contained, and I thought that the last line of the movie wasn't a setup, wasn't some sort of like cash grab setup for a sequel. I just thought it was a joke.
It's not a cash grab. The guy wants to make a sequel.
To James's point, if the guy can make any movie,
he's gonna make a sequel regardless. Yeah,
right. That's what. Like, I didn't think that he was. I thought he was. This was all self-contained, and his first Predator movie was all self-contained. I thought he would just continue making self-contained.
But
I didn't have the assumption that they were going to continue with.
There wasn't anything like this is the guy that made
Prey, a Predator movie, and he also did the cartoon,
Prey, and also did.
So he's done 3 Predator properties, all of which were in different things.
And he also did the 10 Cloverfield Lane, where they have a hook at the end, where there's like a thing you don't expect, and then
But I don't know anything about that, so I'm just telling you what I'm just telling you. Like, I'm trying to reiterate what I was feeling whenever I watched it. I think it works just as like a story. I didn't think that the last 15 minutes.
I think the story works better without the last 15 minutes, honestly.
Oh, no, I don't think so at all. I think that the last 15 minutes is pretty satisfying. Like on a character level, like you want to see that last 15 minutes. You don't want to be, you don't want the screen to go.
If you don't feel like it's setting up a franchise, yes.
No, I just don't think you want the screen to go black after, a certain point. I don't want to talk about it.
Just talk about it. I'm so interested in it now. I'm more interested in y'all's disagreement about it.
No, I really wanted to hear, because it's pretty rare that we get an adventure movie, a sci-fi adventure movie, period, of this caliber that's just competent. That you should
now
see.
You baited. I have to see. Yeah. I have to see it.
Yeah, you have to.
Basically.
The fact that you don't think it was setting up a sequel is crazy to me.
Well, I'm gonna have to see it. I'm gonna have to see it to put my 2 cents.
Yeah, I didn't think. I didn't think so.
Like the sequel it was hoping to set up felt like the whole movie was setting up a sequel about this story, and the story.
Why did you? Okay. What is your evidence that it was wanting to set up a sequel instead of wanting to? Because it seems like the alternate is that it was wanting to set up a good third act, and that maybe
the third act, the last 15 minutes is not the third act.
He kills his father, right?
Yes, but that's okay.
Well, I'll watch it. I'll go watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that if you just watch his dad in the first act, James would already have figured out that he's going to kill his dad in the third act. I mean, I don't think it's that big.
If you don't think that there's going to be another movie, you feel like you have to get that out of the way.
I also don't think. Why did you think this wasn't going to be a hit? Like, this was going to be a hit. Like, they talked about it like it was going to be a hit.
Oh, you thought so?
Yeah. Everybody thought it was going to be a hit.
I didn't know. Girl, just nobody's going to the theater.
That's what I mean. I mean a hit by the nobody goes to the theater standards. No, it was
right. Because that's why the last 15 minutes felt like hedging their bets. Because to me,
I thought it was just
it was clearly setting up the sequel is.
I thought the last 15 minutes was a satisfying ending to the entire story. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was tacked on. I thought it was an earned moment. I didn't think it was tacked on, but that's just my opinion. How I felt, whenever I watched it. That's it.
Yeah.
So you'll have to see how you think about it, James. Whenever you
and more Predator, I like because I like almost every Predator movie. I have these are guileless to me. I love them. Like so.
Yeah, they're a great premise.
Yeah. Why not? We unstoppable. It's a dragon movie. It's an unstoppable thing. That's because I was thinking about like somewhere I was reading something how every culture has like a dragon type character because it's like an amalgamation of all of the things they fear out of fauna.
Yes,
and Predator is just kind of a continuation. They're both Predator and Alien are just they're both sort of primal. Yeah, I like these movies. I love these movies.
Yeah. The Predator in this isn't a beast to be conquered. He's the hero of the story. He's Conan, basically.
Yeah. I like variations on the theme. Like you can play around.
Yeah. And allegedly, it takes place at the very end of the Predator timeline and in the furthest part on the timeline of Predator and Aliens, it's at the very end, so they don't have to interfere with anything else.
Oh, good for them.
That's why I said it there, and that's why.
Who's the actor in the digital suit? Is it somebody we know?
It's the guy. He looks like the lead singer of Thin Lizzy. Phil. What's his name?
Phil Lynott.
He looks like Phil Lynott. He looks like he could play Phil Lynott in a biopic. That's who he looks like.
Yeah.
Have you seen this kid?
No. I
look him up on IMDb. He looks like Phil Lynott. You ought to. I'm
looking him. I'm getting to him now.
You should go to Predator Badlands.
Yes, he has a big long face. Yeah.
Don't you think he could play Phil Lynott?
Yes,
James,
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's talking about jailbreak.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, look at this guy. He looks like Phil Lynott.
He looks like Phil Lynott.
He's been like in nothing though. This is his first big thing. So
yeah, I mean, it's like you don't see his face in the movie. Obviously, it's just a CGI.
Yeah. Well, I knew that I guess the lesser Fanning. Is she the lesser Fanning?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I think she hasn't been nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So I guess that by default makes her. But no, she like elevates the source material in a way that, a lesser actress could have really screwed this up. Yeah.
Whoa. Do you know?
She's all right. Yeah. It could have been a lot worse. There were points where it was a little too cute for my taste, but like I think that's my taste. I think she did a good job, and like overall, it took me a while to warm up. I was like, ah, damn, a human. I guess it's a robot because I like the no humans at all.
Yeah, she was great. I thought she was a delight that elevated the material.
Yeah, I recognize that I'm the minority in that people wanted humans to relate to me.
Mm-hmm. For story reasons. Yes, for story reasons.
She's a robot. She's more emotive. She has more emotion than other androids and stuff, but that's a very farthest end of the timeline for all that shit, so we can do what we want.
Yeah, and this is like a monster thing, right? Like he's fighting a lot of monsters.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that it's got like this relentless, the first like 30 minutes is like relentless, like well-paced action.
Oh yeah, he's there to hunt. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a predator.
It looks like kind of like these pictures make it look like it could be like a Monster Hunter, that game Monster Hunter, like a kind of game like that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun to me. That sounds really.
Fun. You'd have a good time. Mm-hmm. Everything about it is real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blast. I'm trying
to think if I do anything. If I haven't watched anything good, I watched Wings of Desire.
Yes,
this week over a couple of days. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, what did you think of that?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked the. I don't know. Like I always thought there was like this sort of. Watching German post-war films feels a little, it's a little different now, you know.
It does.
And so, like, I'm watching these things, and it's like, so yeah, it was just very enjoyable, and it's sweet, and I know I really enjoyed it.
But without being, it's sweet without being saccharine.
It's almost there's no conventional any emotion. Like it really does come to emotions and experience in a different way. Like it really, where I really like the scene where you find out what the angels are doing, and they're just like passing along these like spiritual feelings that various people have had, and it's this very sort of esoteric moment with these two angels. But I was somewhat familiar with the story. Like I knew, like if you tell what's that movie about, I could tell you. Oh, it's about an angel who comes down because he wants to experience.
Yes,
he loves a ballerina or something. But it's a trapeze artist. But I knew that much, but I didn't know just from osmosis of being a film nerd. But I never just sat down and I don't think I've ever watched a Wim Wenders movie. Like any of them. And
he's so good.
Yeah, Paris, Texas is
my God.
Yeah, I should watch that.
Until the End of the World Until the End of the World is on Criterion. It's 5 hours long. And it stars the trapeze artist. Is the female lead in it. Because that was his real girlfriend for like years.
And this was Wings of Desire was her first movie.
Yeah.
His muse.
Yeah. I like his muse. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And definitely continues that in Until the End of the World.
Yeah.
Have you either one of you? Well, I guess James hasn't seen it. Have you seen Perfect Days?
I've not seen that either.
No. I know maybe Wings of Desire might be the only one I've seen, honestly.
I've always found something about when I was younger, I guess, like if I'm being self-critical, I think in my younger days, there was probably something about the overt emotionality of the movie, of this things, and the artificiality of it. Like, it did penetrate me. It seems like probably like there was something about it I wasn't understanding.
Sure.
And I think like now as an older man, I vibe with this kind of bleakness and like time, it takes its time. It's beautiful. There's these interesting moments on the wall, on the Berlin Wall. So it really is taking place at a very interesting time period, almost accidentally.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's just great moments.
It's right before the fall.
Yeah, and it slips. Yeah, exactly. And it slips into this like past, and there's this film footage I've never seen. You've been up. We're all the same age. We've been bombarded by fucking film footage of like World War II our whole lives. But I was really just looking at it, where they were dragging the people. It was playing some of it, and they were dragging people. There were piles of bodies.
Yes.
And they were just like letting them point to like, do you know this one? Do you know this one? Do you know this one? And like, I was like, yeah, I guess it was fucking like that, like in the summer of 45.
Right.
And that's still in living memory. I've always with the Germans, like, that's always been in living memory. But like, yeah, and it captures this sort of moment where you see that there's this like baggage. Like that's what like he's showing it to you, not because it's modeling, because there's just this baggage everywhere and this wall that cuts through the fucking town.
Right. Yeah. We're still dealing with it.
It's there. That baggage permeates, I think, his entire career.
Yeah.
In a way that.
Who's the other one too? Fassbinder, Rennie Fassbinder, the German director. It was like Melancholia in the 70s and stuff. Yeah.
He made a documentary about this Japanese fashion designer in like 1989, maybe it was 88, 89 or whatever. And I watched that. It was on Criterion. It's about 50 minutes long, 50-minute documentary. And he basically just interviews this Japanese fashion designer about like his process and whatnot. And a lot, and I'm like, what? That's so wild that this German, at this point, he's a baby boomer. He was like 44 when he made this. He was like 44 in the 80s when he made this documentary or whatever. Then I looked up this,
and that term means something different over in Germany. They needed them new babies.
Yes, and then this Japanese designer it turns out they're like 1 year apart in age. And this designer starts yes, and they start talking about what life was like in like this Japanese guy was talking about life as a post-war Japanese, like, and what like dealing with his culture. And then they're in this pool hall in Paris talking about it. I'm like, how wild is it that this German and this Japanese guy, both, born a year apart, 40 years later, are like trying to reconcile, like together, trying to reconcile two cultures that neither one of them, like they had nothing to, they were literal babies, but they still
both
had
have the same weight from the same events.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was just and at the same time, Wim Wenders, he shot half of it like on film and half of it with a Sony camcorder. So he's also trying to reconcile like the coming age of how we will record things.
Yeah.
And
he's trying
like, what that will look like.
Yeah, he's trying to get on top of that kind of medium stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
He was always like he was always in the international section. And I just never, I think I was waiting to probably be mature enough to actually understand it for what it is.
Yeah. Back then, all that experimental, like trying to, he recorded part of, like, trying to figure out mediums, film versus VHS. I mean, come on. I was like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think I probably would have felt the same way.
Yeah.
If I.
Well, I think that you always want to be, like, I think it's something like an artist likes their tools, and so whenever someone comes out with a new tool, there's a certain desire to want to play with it, and let me see what this thing can kind of do. And you even if you decide ultimately that it's not for you, you're gonna stick with your trusty old Makita or whatever, but
you're still playing with the tools.
Right.
And so I could see that sort of a desire to do that. But, it was VHS.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. Yeah, movies do like that. I'm hoping that this video that we referenced, the by the guy.
Oh yeah, I'll try to remember to put a link.
Haptic versus whatever. Yeah, I hope that it like has like a little effect in the industry because movies do look like shit.
I hope it does too, because it does lay out pretty, like, without Venom.
Yeah.
The problem, I saw Frankenstein in the theater. It was on a Thursday with Lucy, and then on that Friday I watched, because I have the ran on Bud Bedecker box set from Criterion. It's the 5 movies that he did, the Western movies that he did with Randolph Scott. And I'm watching the first of it in the series is a movie from like 1952 called The Tall T. It's got Randolph Scott in it. It's playing it's just a cowboy movie. But at one point, some dust flies in front of somebody's face, and they have like a natural reaction to it. And I just thought to myself, I just like never saw that. You just don't see that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because if everything's controlled, then you don't have nobody has the real reactions to their environment.
Yeah.
You know, and I just realized that while I'm watching, I mean, Frankenstein looks great, but those exterior shots, I'm like, this, I could totally tell this is a green screen. And I don't know why. They're just walking outside. Well, I guess I know why. It's because they have to be able to, for budgetary reasons, they have to be able to like control, like they can't have a shot go long because they had an airplane fly overhead, or because there was, you know, they can't have everything's such a high wire act with these movies.
And Guillermo really wants that model of the castle to be all gothic and everything, and you can't do that practically.
Sure. Yeah. That's absolutely true.
Well, you used to be able to. You used to,
and it costs money, and then but we can do it cheaper now, and so we have to go and type.
But here's the thing, money fucking costs more than in ever. I think it's the control.
Yeah.
Because you see, especially these movies that are shot on the volume, and whenever I see these clips now of the volume, I'm like, this sucks. Everybody just wants to do on a stage. Yeah. And that's one of the things that he talks about, that like he shows how like they positioned it. Like the brilliant, one of the things he does is he shows Avatar, because he wanted to, in the video, he wants to control for you just to say, well, digital cameras suck or CGI sucks.
Yeah. And he said, no, they don't.
And he controls for it by showing you like how Avatar films their world, and then how like Ant-Man Quantumania. But that's the thing. You just watch these movies, and like even if you don't know why. Now I remember this with Red One, that like the Rock. I was watching that last. It's a high lark. Yeah, like movies just look like shit. They just look like TV. Everything looks like TV. Yeah. And it was you know, when you see a good looking movie now, it's like astonishing. When I saw the fucking one battle after another, but I was like how good the movie last year, the Brutalist looked. Like when I saw it on theater, I was like, this just looks so fucking good. Like I just wanted to just keep looking at everything. And then you just like, now I like with Quantumania, where I was like, okay, you know, it's just, and it's because you see all this kind of flat blocking and like flat sort of, there's just it's a commodification. As you make, you know, as everything becomes a product, you sort of zap the magic out of it, I guess.
Right.
And that we're definitely in that stage of, or the last 10 years have really been about that. And I hope it changes. I hope this would have an effect to make things better.
Right.
Because even like, you know,
I guess that's why Chloe Zhao has a career, is because she's like that is going to look like Hammett is going to look like. I'm probably not going to see Hammett.
She did Hammett.
But if I
that's a her movie.
Yeah, But if I do, it's probably because it's going to be well lit.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty.
And it's not. It's not going to be on a soundstage. It's probably not going to.
I probably could get it. Could be on like HBO. I'm not going to see it in the theater, but I might see it in because it's about Shakespeare, I guess. And I like Jesse Buckley.
But we have to do this with Shakespeare every 30 years. We have to make him we have to have an explanation as to how he got one of his plays written. I mean, right? Doesn't it kind of feel like that?
Yeah, that's about right.
Well, he's got a few more plays so we can keep going. Like, how did he write Pericles? How did he write Ptolemaeus?
But it's the Craven the Hunter problem to me, though. It's like, do we really need this kid who just got finished playing Gladiator?
Yeah, I think
like the most jacked William Shakespeare you've ever seen.
I will say this has been like a notorious sort of literary book for like a long time. Like for 30 years. I know that. Yeah. Right. So I'll give it it's in the remains of the day English paysuit category of American film. But it is it is
this means more to the British than us.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
They need this W more than we do.
So does Chloe Zhao, man. She's
got something to prove. Yeah.
Yeah. But she's well connected. Hollywood loves this girl. I don't know what about it. She must be fun at the parties. I don't know, but they love her. So.
They like Nomadland, right?
Yeah, they gave her the Oscar for that. Yeah. Then, but then she fucked up
She
fucked up. Her Marvel movie didn't go over, and then and now this is
supposed to be the new paradigm for Marvel, and she fucked it up.
She's in director jail if this doesn't work. Yeah. If this doesn't get, and I think everybody thinks it's going to get awards. Everybody thinks, I don't know. I guess people like Paul Mescal. I don't know. People are talking. It's one battle after another in this movie. Is what everybody's saying this year. And Ethan Hawke's going for an Oscar too.
For what?
Yeah.
That movie where he's playing Hart from Rodgers and Hart. On the
Richard Linklater. It's a Richard Linklater.
Yeah,
I don't like that guy. I can't jive with his movies.
It's set over a night. I like the premise. It's set over a night where Hart has just seen Oklahoma.
Yes, but he's 48 years old in it, and
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah,
but he's also I think a little. I think Ethan Hawke is doing a little. He's playing shorter than he is. I don't know.
He's playing a little person.
I don't know, but I know that Hart was short.
They do some Hobbit tricks on him, is what you're saying?
He was a wee man. Yeah. So.
Okay. Short King movie?
Yeah, it's a Short King movie.
All right.
Short King masterpiece coming up. And I love Heat 2. I don't know what Heat 2 is, but Patrick, what's his name?
It's a book. He wrote the book first.
So Christian Bale is in it. Do we know is it a sequel or a prequel? Because
a sequel to Michael Mann's Heat.
Michael Mann's making it.
All right. I mean, I would hope so because if he's still
he wrote the book too.
Yeah. He wrote a book. What's the book about?
I don't know. Ethan Hawke is listed as 5'10" and a half on IMDb.
What's Hart? What's his name?
Well, I almost
called him Bret Hart.
Bret Hart. That would be awesome.
Bret the Hitman Hart. How tall is
they should have. What if they did? They splice like two movies. Yeah, they should add him play both roles. Bret the Hitman and
he gets swole up.
Yeah, Lorenz Hart is the name of the guy.
Googling Lorenz Hart height.
Yeah. His nickname was Larry. That's all it has on here. I'm gonna have to look up his height. I'm sorry, guys.
5 feet tall is what Google Assist says.
Yeah, you're faster than me. So he's a full 10 inches taller than Hart. He's doing a lot of slouching then, I guess.
Yeah, and little, and he's got, he's like a ugly, he's like unattractive. He's not sexy, rugged, sexy Ethan Hawke.
So did they do Clifford Martin Short stuff in here?
Yeah, I think so. I think they did that. Yeah. And I think it takes place over like, it takes place like in near real time night, or something. Right? Yeah. It's one of them. It's one of them easygoing movies. You watch it. You're like, wow, honey, I'm glad I watched that. Well, okay. You roll over.
Yeah.
You watch it. If you watch movies with your wife, it's a movie to watch with your wife.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to watch one battle after another again because I still haven't only seen it once, and now I can buy it.
Yeah, same here.
I've only seen it once. It's not in the theater, but right Regal puts
you can buy it. You can buy it though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all the Oscar nomination people go back into theater in January, and that's when I'll see it again.
That is true.
So I'll catch it in the big screen.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I got a jet. All my stuff is gonna die.
All right, yeah, I gotta.
Well, that's what Thomas Ligotti says is the cruelty of that's the conspiracy against the human race. All right, I'll talk to you guys.
My phone right now.
All right, yeah.
All right, bye. Turn that off, and then I go here.
Yeah, figure out how to make this piece of shit not do this stuff all the time.
Oh yeah,
I got it.
Well, all right. Well, I will see you later, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Yeah, later.